Just doing a quick live. Just kind of doing a little update on a couple things. Just a second. Let's see. Hey man, Keith. Oh, I guess I'm not. Let's see. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Keith. Two dudes, Keith. The other Keith. Sorry, I'm just doing a little quickie live here. I just got the deal up on the TV so I could see the chat. Hopefully, scroll up through there. I'm still very new at all this stuff. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I'm pretty loosey goosey and all that fun stuff. So I appreciate y'all coming in here. Definitely see a few names that I see everywhere else that I'm pretty sure I haven't seen on one of my lives. So that's really cool. That's really cool to see. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna give my man the sword, the Almighty, just because. Gotta have somebody in here to do it, right? Might get a little out of hand on my live. Anyway, so I want to say probably at least a couple of you haven't even seen my shop. I've got it quite messy from the very first time I did my live. I got it real cleaned up, nice, and good for the video and good for the TV and all that. But since then, I've made a mess everywhere. Got pens laying around and a little this and a little that. But I just have a little shop. It's just a 10 by 20. I mean, it could be smaller, I guess, but you can see my setup there. It's a little bit ghetto, but it works great. I actually got the air conditioner idea from a guy at one of the job sites, I guess, buildings I go to for work. So I go to a couple of different locations for what I do, but one of the mechanics at one of the spots I go to has an air conditioner on that one of the same types of rolling benches there. So I got that one from a shop that was closed down. So anyway, that just set it right there by the door, and it blows the hot stuff out and the cold stuff in, so it works out perfect. Got old school CD player surround sound up there that lately I've just been playing music off the TV because CDs are just, they get old sometimes. But anyway, this is my shop. As messy as it is, unorganized, kind of, sort of, but I'm still working on it. Again, some of you that haven't been here before, I cut out this section right here. It did come all the way out to this one, but I cut that out just to give me some more headroom above my bench, above my workspace here. So it came up right here, and I just had these two to work off of right here, and it was getting really annoying. I didn't really want to cut it down. I should have just possibly raised the whole thing up on both sides before I started, but I'm actually making payments on this thing, so I didn't want to get too crazy. Not that I'm not going to make a payment on it, but just in case I didn't want to go too crazy. I got a really good deal on it, so I don't mind making the small payments. Anyway, so I did that, and then on this other side, so above the workbench here, I made myself some head clearance. So I cut out the piece right across here and then put in some bracing to hold it, support it pretty good. It does dip down just a little bit because I don't have that center support, but there's not a, there's a little bit of weight right here on the front, but nothing too crazy. I try and keep it to a minimum, and I have some of the wood back there pushed back so the weight is further back. And then I've got Christmas lights and other stuff back there. But another thing, mention real quick. So a lot of this wood back here, almost all of this right here, all of these, and a little bit in the corner. These live edge guys here. Oh yeah, those pieces of pallets there, I guess. I think they're kind of a mix, but there's some cedar pieces in there. And then these two guys. And then also a little miscellaneous, little fun bag of tricks there. I got from a garage sale, basically. It was a post on Marketplace, and the people were moving out of state, so I swapped this stuff up, and yeah, those. So this one I'm gonna make a clock out of because that's gonna look freaking awesome as a clock. This one has a really deep cut, or I say crack in it right here. I was originally going to make a game board out of it, because as a lot of you know, that I'm doing the game boards like this, the Wahoo. It's called Wahoo, WAHOO. So I was thinking of doing that originally, giving that one to Sarah, because she won the first prize that I was giving away, and that was going to be it, but I saw a huge crack, and it's so freaking heavy. It probably would have cost $100 just to ship the stupid thing out. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is just use that, basically cut it right in half, and make two, shelf or desk clocks out of it. So, basically make 3 clocks out of those two. I think that would be really cool. I'm not keeping up with chat. I'm just going around talking. Thought I'd give a little overview of what's going on in here real quick. This whole back section is a disaster. I need to get it cleaned up. And I'm actually most likely going to put a lathe back here. There's a lathe that I'm looking at getting. It's not anything fancy. It's actually pretty old, but it's something to turn some wood. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This is just a pallet that I got from work. I mean, it's got a little bit of water and dirt and crap on it, but I was figuring the inside might still be good to maybe either make a couple of Wahoo boards or something else. But this is another Wahoo board I made. So I had that one. I thought I had it just about finished. I went to go put another coat on it. I put another coat on it yesterday, and it just didn't hold. But it's my own fault because I used two different coatings, so 2 different brands, and I wasn't paying attention and did that. So I've got to sand that one down and get that redone. But this one, I've got one more coat that I'll put on it. It's really pretty much good to go. I guess you can see that groove that I put in there. I have a short that I put out. I want to say I put it up there this morning, maybe, with the router. But I thought that'd be a cool idea. Well, actually, I didn't even think of it. My sister thought of it. Um, so I thought of leaving the sides tall. You kind of roll your dice up against that. Um, the other ledge will kind of keep them in there and at least keep the marbles in there. But my sister had mentioned maybe I should cut a groove into the side of it so you can hold on to it. And that was a super cool idea, so I did that. Got it all sanded out, and yeah, so that's that board. It's pretty much ready to go. I just have it. I had it sitting up here to dry, but anyway, part of the new stuff. I see I lost a bunch of you already, so oh well. uh, this was in my house, and I took it out. Get out of there. Put my live edge cedar shelf up in the kitchen in place of that. So I brought it out here so I could have some good storage. That's the mailbox slash package box that I made. And I have it up on another video, but anyway, that's that. I actually have this stuff sitting out because I think I'm going to make a bench out of it, like a 2-seat bench or 2-person bench. So these, I might have them like that, possibly something like that, one on each end, and then have the back support coming up like this, and then your backrest coming across like that. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And then these are your legs. Well, I didn't have to have this here, I guess, because these I made longer, so I figure I have it about like that. And that would be the back leg. And then I got a couple pieces right down there for the front. So I was thinking of making it a nice little 2-seat bench. That's the plan with that stuff anyway. But I guess the reason I was going live real quick was more this. I'm going to finish this little already made birdhouse. I just put the hole in it because it didn't have one. And I'm going to put a hinge at the top here. It was originally made to just be closed. But I pulled those couple of nails out, screwed that into place, and then I'm going to put a hinge so you can open it up and clean it out. I don't know if I'm keeping them. I have several here. There's another one there. This one I just finished earlier, so I'm actually brad nailing the door closed, even though it's still hinged. But once you go to clean it, it's just lightly held in there. So, but I didn't want to leave it so a bigger bird could possibly pop it open, even though not really thinking about that. But this one already had those holes put in it, so I don't know why they wanted to put those 2 bigger holes down at the bottom. I might cover those up. I kind of cleaned them up to make them look good, but I think I'm actually going to close those up so they just have the top access for a smaller bird. I'd rather have the smaller birds around here if I keep these birdhouses than the bigger birds. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm just now looking at my chat, so I'm sorry I was not paying attention to y'all. I'm pretty bad about that. Looking at my feet, you might as well look at some woodworking, right? But the birdhouses is what I got from my garage sale as well. They didn't want to bring them with them, so I threw that in with it. Hey Emily, Mineheart. I think I made, well, you were in here in mine originally, so. Trevor, good to see you. I see somebody else here I don't recognize, but so good. Thanks for coming in. Looks like Navy, Naedae. Probably butchered the crap out of that. Fatal. Another one, or knock on the forehead. Yeah. Hi back. What's up? Everybody's fighting over you, Trevor, if you're still in here. I'm still just now catching up. Hey, Dan. Still catching up to the chat there. I think I'm finally caught up. Hi back. What's up? Are you off of work finally? I didn't notice what time it was. Yeah, no, you still got a little ways to go. You're still at work. But anyway, I just thought I'd jump on here, maybe catch a few people before they go over to Van Lot. I know he's coming up here in a few minutes, so I'm not trying to jump in on anybody. I knew I was coming out here. I wanted to do this earlier, but every time I looked at my phone, there was somebody else live, so I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch everybody else. So, yeah, I was going to finish this, which is just a hinge. It's nothing. And then was going to do another coat on that game board and finish that up, and so you can see a final product. So I think I might do that real quick. If I lose y'all, hey, no biggie. Go check out anybody else. It's perfectly a-okay with me. So I put it up in my little. Let me turn this fan on. I don't really need the air conditioner on right now. It's actually not that bad outside because we've had clouds all day and some rain here and there. And I had it on a little bit before I turned the live on. So busy, man. Yeah. I don't know about that. Not too busy, but crap, I spend so much freaking time watching people's lives. It's I probably shouldn't be doing that. I should be out here working on stuff instead of watching lives, but I do. I come out here and throw a live on there and work, but lately I have not been in the best of working moods, so I've been perfectly happy watching, supporting everybody else. So anyway, that's my shop, and I guess I gotta stick to it. I guess so many others too that hadn't seen it. Bat is where I'm planning on putting stickers. If anybody wants to swap stickers with me, I should be getting stickers soon. Just I'm on the list to get completed. I just don't know when. So I've got 2 boards I gotta send out. I'm just waiting on those stickers because I want to send a sticker with it. 1 board I have inside, it's already ready. The other board, I gotta refinish it. So anyway, that's what I got going on. I'm gonna finish this real quick. Like I said, if y'all stick around, great. If not, it's no big deal. Poster, I missed something. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna get this hinge on there real quick. I've got a lot of Ryobi stuff just because that's what I've picked up over the years. So you might as well stick with it if you already got a bunch of batteries, right? So a lot of my stuff is Ryobi brand. The table saw is just a Craftsman, nothing fancy. My belt disc sander is a Bauer. And then I have a DeWalt circular saw as well as a Ryobi corded circular saw. But I haven't even tried that one out yet. The same people I bought all this wood from, I bought the Ryobi corded saw from. So I think they said it has a laser guide on it, and that's kind of why I was interested. I actually thought it was battery powered first, and I don't remember if they mentioned it or not. That was not good. So I was going to buy it because I thought it was battery powered. Better than the one I already have that's battery powered. So, and then the guy brings out the saw with a cord. I was like, oh crap. And I was like, well, I guess it's worth it. I might as well buy it. So I went ahead and bought it. But yeah, so I don't know. These are a few things that if I would like to go to a market at some point once I make a bunch of stuff, because there's a local market here. I have a video out on it. It's got decent foot traffic, but I would just like to give it a try. Just why not? I want to watch Bice's deal. He's gonna have one. I think is that gonna be next week? I believe he's gonna have a couple people on his show talking about markets. So anyway, gets me some of this shellac. So I actually never bought this stuff. I know I've seen everybody else use it. I always used I don't even remember, a couple of the brands at Home Depot, and I bought a couple from Rust-Oleum, just that you buy at Walmart or whatever. And I've used both of those, and they've come out really good. But the last time I went to Home Depot, these were always a couple of dollars more. So that was part of the other reason why I was like, well, I'll just get the ones that are cheaper. But these were the same price last time I went. So I was like, well, I might as well get this. So give that a whirl. Let's see if I can get this sprayed right in my face. Turn the fan on. I see everybody else just spraying their stuff, all their tools and everything else just sitting around, so why not? I'll give it a try. I kind of think of it to myself, I'm like, you're getting it all over your hands, getting it all over your tools, but it's such a light coat that it's not that big of a deal. I'm getting a little bit on I'm assuming, and y'all will know better than me because I still don't know I don't know my wood very well, as good as that sounds. I'm assuming this is walnut. I don't know if you can tell from that angle. That's what I'm guessing it is, but I'm not sure. If y'all can let me know, if you know, that would be awesome. But I don't know. I don't know if you could tell from that camera angle. That's just what I'm guessing it is. Because they had quite a few pieces that look like this, and they're miscellaneous wood pieces that I got from them. It looks like that's laying down good. So I already had one coat. I sanded it down, and then now I'm adding this coat. So I put the coat over the whole thing and sanded down the whole thing. So it looks like this next coat is going down pretty well. So I'm most likely going to call it with that, because it looks like it's, you know, and this is just plywood, so it's going to just soak it up like crazy. But just want to give it a little bit of protection. It doesn't have to be out of hand. I can kind of see it good with myself with the glare of the light. I don't know if you can or not on the video. I'm right about that point where I need to stop. So that's that. I've been calling these type with this, it's almost a spalted plywood, I guess you could call it. But I've been calling these steampunk rockstar boards. Originally I had the first and second one I think I did. I had 4 different kinds of wood going around the border. So maybe this isn't so steampunky anymore. But I love the colors with this. They all match each other. Everything matches. It just looks really cool, and it's just plywood, just from a pallet that I got from work. So, and like I said, those pieces I got from the garage sale. The border, the trim on it. I just happened to glance up and see Rust-Oleum. So this is not Rust-Oleum, obviously. On my other board, and I'll bring it over here so everybody can see it. I don't have circulation going on in here, so spray was kind of just hanging out right here. So on this one, I sprayed it with I think it was the Rust-Oleum first, I believe. Just a clear coat. And again, not thinking, that's all I had. I just bought those 2 cans, and that's all I had. I was like, well, I'll just see what happens. And me not being the most knowledgeable about all that kind of stuff, I'm assuming that it's just completely different products there. So most of it came out really decent. I just didn't do a really good job spraying it, because I got a little bit heavy-handed, like in this corner and in this corner. So I was trying to make up for it, and I got a little bit heavier in a couple other spots. But the plywood, it seemed to be fine. But there was multiple places on the trim, and again, I'm assuming this is, I don't know if this is walnut. I don't know if all of y'all can tell. But this just wasn't good spray, because it's running a little bit. And I was doing it outside, didn't have a really good light outside. See, but this one is a little bit different. I love the way that this looks, though. But yeah, it didn't adhere in several places, and Again, I just wasn't thinking. I should have sanded down that last coat that I put on there, and I didn't. I was just hoping that throwing that on there real quick would have done the job, which it did pretty well on the game board, just not on this trim. It just didn't stick. So that's I started sanding it down, but it's not quite dry enough, especially in the thicker spots. I'm just gonna let it dry until tomorrow, and then I'll sand it down so it'll be fully cured, and just sand it all down. And I hate to sand this down, but it's not even. So I'll go ahead and just sand it down. Might as well give it just a new fresh coat of the shellac. But that's that one. So I've been kind of doing on a couple of the boards. My signature Beaner, however you want to say it. And I put the extra line in there because my number is 11. It actually looks like 311, so that's kind of cool too because I used to really like that band. And then the W for weekend, and then the W for Wahoo. So I thought that was kind of a good idea, maybe. Some of them I've put a coat on the bottoms. This one I kind of just decided not to. It doesn't really matter because it's the bottom, and the boards pretty much stay inside because it's a game board. So didn't really see the need to put a coat on the bottom. And at that time, I didn't have any extra spray, so. Anyway, let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call it right there, actually. Like I said, I just want to do a quick live for anybody that hadn't seen the little shop that I got and all that fun stuff. Rubber gloves. I'm catching up on chat. I just that's why I'm just looking at those cool boards there. I was pretty far back on chat. Let's see. I guess, did somebody ask? Oh, so nothing wrong with Ryobi. Rust-Oleum is everywhere. And Dan says I use rubber gloves. Yeah. Use some Rust-Oleum. Still just catching up. Dan and Johnny. It's both Dans. Dan and the other Dan. Have y'all figured out which one is the other one? Got nothing planned. Blah day. Wood turning is the other Dan. Okay, so. Okay. Now that we have that settled. Woodshed is Dan. And Dan's wood turning is the other Dan. I'll still get them backwards though, so oh well. I'll call each one of you the other Dan every time I see you. So anyway, yeah, that's my shtick. And like I said, back here, I'm hopefully gonna be getting a lathe and putting it back here. So I have to get that crap all cleaned up and all of that. Got some extra storage I need to fill in, and just need to finish getting everything straightened up and figure out what I'm going to do with what I'm going to build with all that stuff. So I'd like to do some quick things. There's a rabbit. Oh, you probably can't see it. Yeah, there you can. Got my little friend. Oh, keeps going bright. Surprised he hasn't taken off running, but he's kind of sort of used to me. I'm assuming you can see the rabbit right there in the middle of the screen. Oh, I can zoom in. I didn't even realize that. Say hi to your buddy. I haven't even named him. He doesn't have a name. What do y'all want to name him? There's about, I think 3 plus a baby. Or I say baby. He's not a baby anymore, but 3 plus a teenager running around here. So living underneath the dang hanger. Got my little birds up there. Inspired by Norm. I don't know if you can see it. There's a dove there at the bottom. I think I have it zoomed in far enough you can see it. There's a mourning dove chilling out at the bottom, standing there. Surprised there's not more finches or sparrows, but actually I see my feeder is low. I need to go get some more seed. I ran out of seed the other day, so I hadn't been able to, or not been able, I hadn't gone to the store yet. Been too busy on everybody else's chats. Anyway, so you saw a little sparrow flying around right there. But I've got, typically up in that dead tree right there, usually there's a cardinal that sings, it seems like 12 hours out of the day. But he's up at like 4:30 in the morning singing. And typically, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, and during the weekend I hear him sometimes too. So he likes to belt it out, but I don't see him out there right now. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for being here, and I will catch y'all somewhere else in a little bit. Bye. Oh, Toodles. That's what I keep meaning to tell. I tell myself that for the lives, and that was going to be my signatures. Y'all have seen me say that in the chat, but I never think about it during my live. So, Toodles, everybody. Another thing is I'll try and give you a little bit of time to talk amongst yourselves before I cut you off. trying to be mindful of that stuff, because I know a lot of people just say bye and cut you off, and everybody's right in the middle of typing something. Bugs. I didn't even think to look at my dang chat to see what everybody wanted to name them. So are we going to call him Norm? Oh. Call him Lord? Alright, Lord. Lord it is. I see Lord. Lord, Norm, or Bugs? Let's see. There's only a couple more people in here. I think. Bugs Bunny, Wascally Wabbit. That's too long of a name. Dang it, I really liked Lord Norm. Lord Norm. Lord Bugs. Lord Norm sounds cooler. But I guess we'll go with Bugs. See ya, Em and Dan. Mineheart, you're saying Mineheart peace, but I don't even see. Oh, there he is. Say evening, y'all. Okay, cool. Yeah, Elmer Fudd. He's the Wascally Wabbit. Bye. Reflection just stopped in. Raining now in Ottawa. Mr. Walker himself. Oh, it looks like they maybe did a pretty good job of hitting the like button. I don't know if I had more than 11 people in here in the first place. 11's a good number though. For some of you that see my original channel, it's 1111. So 11's a good number. That's a good way to stop it right there with 11. So anyway, there's no birds going on there anymore. Oh no, I still see the dove. The dove is right there at the base of that pole there. That's the clothesline that's probably been there since, who knows, it could be there since 1908. This house is originally a 1908 house, the original part of it, and then it was added on probably in the 60s or so, late 50s, maybe early 60s, and then maybe another addition probably in the 80s or 90s for the mudroom and carport. So it's kind of cool. That's part of the reason why I bought it, because I wanted to redo some of the inside, and pulled up the flooring in the kitchen and dining room and found that it's got the original flooring, so that's really cool, and it hadn't been resanded yet, so I've still got original floors that I can resand and refinish. So at some point I'll do that. I'm kind of doing my inner norm right here and just having a camera pointed at the birds. See a couple of sparrows just come flying in. But yeah, there's the original part of the house is, I believe, one bedroom, living room, a combo dining and kitchen, I think. But I'm not 100% sure if the kitchen was original or not. I don't remember where the original crawl space ended when I went down there when I first bought the place. Never going back down there again because I almost couldn't get back out. So anyway, they added on 2 bedrooms and a restroom, and then the mudroom and carport. So it's kind of cool. Just slowly fixing it up and working basically one room at a time. I got the bathroom just about done, and then moved to the kitchen and got it about halfway there maybe. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to call it in 45 seconds. Then I'll make it a nice, evenly odd 45 minutes. Rick James. Hey, man. I've got... Oh, I think I've already told you. I've got your board. I'm just waiting on a sticker. Not sure when I'm getting the stickers, but I don't want to bug her about it, so I'm just letting her send them, and when I get them, I get them. So you'll get your board when you get your board. Alright, bye everybody.